Hello guys, welcome back. And today, I'm going to be talking and discussing the newly leaked Penguins and Philadelphia Flyers Stadium Series jerseys. Now, the 2019 Stadium Series jerseys have not been officially revealed yet, but with a new picture and a new leak coming out about these jerseys, we get to see them in their full glory. So what do these jerseys actually look like, and what should we feel about them? Watch till the end, because you don't want to miss it. Now, the 2019 Stadium Series will be played on February 23rd between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers. But while we're only pretty much less than 25 days away, we still have no official confirmation about the jerseys and what they'll actually look like until now. Now, while we're less than 25 days away from this actual Stadium Series, we still had no official confirmation from either the Pittsburgh Penguins or the Philadelphia Flyers on what these jerseys could potentially look like. We had no rumors, we had nothing. But a few days ago, we got a big leak that showed both of the jerseys together in their action. Now, before I show the pictures on the screen, I do want to advise you guys that this isn't 100% confirmed, but it is about as close as confirmed as you can possibly get it. While we don't have the official confirmation on what these jerseys actually are, these pictures do look pretty legit. Now, we're first going to start out with the Pittsburgh Penguins jersey and the reveal of what it is, because we have never seen this Pittsburgh Penguins jersey before. Now, I'm going to have it on the left-hand side of the screen, but for this Pittsburgh Penguins jersey, the obvious theme is black. It is pretty much an all-black jersey. You can see on the crest that it has the yellow outline. Of course, it has the penguin as the black parts, pretty much only using two colors pretty much on this whole jersey. Of course, you get the black feel, the collar is black. You can just subtly see the yellow on the bottom. It has one yellow stripe on the bottom of the waist, and of course you can also see two giant stripes on the arms, really signifying that this is definitely a Stadium Series game. Now, with Stadium Series jerseys, they usually love to have gigantic numbers, and on this one we can see that it has the C, it's Sidney Crosby, you can see the 8 and the 7 on the sides, but those are gigantic numbers, and that's pretty much been a staple of the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Stadium Series jerseys that we've seen over the years. And since the Stadium Series came into fruition, almost every single jersey had those big, gargantuan numbers, and that is no different here. Now, on the inside of the crest, you can see on the inside that it has that yellow outline, and then it has the black text, and it says, "A great day for hockey," which every day is a great day for hockey. I think you guys can also agree with that, but of course, that also is a big thing for this Stadium Series. Pittsburgh versus Philadelphia, it's going to be a great rivalry, probably will be a pretty solid game, but for the Pittsburgh Penguins, they do have this all-black feel, and that's what they're really going to rock with this Stadium Series. Now, to me, pretty much the only thing that is actually any bit interesting on this jersey is the logo itself. Of course, it just has the yellow and the black penguin there. I do like the stylized look of the jersey and the font, especially the logo there for the Pittsburgh Penguins, but that's pretty much the only part that really interests me. I mean, maybe you have the logo of the Stadium Series on the shoulder, but when it comes to the other stuff about the jersey, I'm not a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, I'm not even a Philadelphia Flyers fan, but this look just looks bland. I didn't even like their third jersey too much this season, but I would definitely take that long before this one, and this one just screams bland, and it kind of just looks like a practice jersey, in all honesty. And especially when I first saw this, I was for sure thinking it might be fake. I'm like, come on, they have to use the third jersey that they unveiled this season as kind of throwback jersey. They have to use that. And at the start of the season, when they unveiled that jersey, I thought that was going to be their Stadium Series jersey, but apparently not, and they go with this all-black feel, which to me, I do like the yellow, how it goes with that black, but to me, in all honesty, I feel like it's a little bit bland, it's a little bit bleak for my opinion, and yes, black does work most of the time, but I just don't see enough variation on this jersey to really call it unique. And again, as I said before, the third jersey that the Pittsburgh Penguins had earlier in the year and they're still using, I would so much rather have that in this Stadium Series game than whatever this is. And to me, this black feel, it just looks bland, it just looks boring, and it looks uninspired. And we've seen a lot of Pittsburgh Penguins jerseys over the years. I mean, they might be running out of ideas. I guess it is at this point, because this just seems bleak. It just looks black. And to me, black jerseys do work most of the time, but for me, this one just doesn't inspire me whatsoever. Now, for me personally, there are very few jerseys that I can just look at and say, I'm not gonna buy that. And this is one of those jerseys. While I don't have a ton of jerseys in my collection, I'm open to buying a lot of different jerseys, even though I don't usually do get them. But with this Pittsburgh Penguins jersey, it's bland, it's boring, and I usually do like black jerseys. That is something that I usually do like quite a lot when teams go with the black jersey feel. But with this Pittsburgh Penguins one, it just doesn't really do too much for me. I do like how the yellow fits with black, but other than that, there's not too much to comment on it because there's just not that much going on with this jersey. And for me personally, once again, I would much rather see them use the yellow third jersey that they had earlier in the season as their third jersey is for the jersey of this Stadium Series game. And I'm sorry, Pittsburgh Penguins fans or any of the other hockey fans that may like this jersey. You guys can definitely have that opinion, but for me, it just doesn't do too much for me. Now we're going to head on into the Philadelphia Flyers jersey, and to me, while the Pittsburgh Penguins jersey might be okay, it might have some good elements. To me, this Philadelphia jersey is absolutely horrendous. Now we actually got one more picture of the Philadelphia Flyers Stadium Series jersey. You can see it here, but this jersey was actually revealed a few weeks ago. It was actually leaked a few weeks ago, but at the time, I thought it was a true story. I thought it was actually so bad that it couldn't be real. For me, I don't see how you can make this any worse whatsoever. At the time, I thought it was fake, and I was really, really hoping that it was, because this Philadelphia Flyers jersey, it is pretty much as good as new, and it is pretty much revealed at this point. But for the Philadelphia Flyers, this is about as bad as you could possibly get. Now I'm going to compare and contrast with the Pittsburgh jersey. I mean, that Pittsburgh jersey, it is bland, it is boring, but at least I like the design. I like the concept of that jersey. But with this Philadelphia Flyers jersey, I think there's like one part that I like about it. And I can't even pinpoint that right now because there is so much to dislike about this jersey that I am just stacking up the list right now. Now, the number one thing that irks me about this jersey the most, and it is the thing that automatically pops to you when you see this jersey, and that is the black Philadelphia Flyers logo. Yes, I think some teams can pull off that look of making their logo all black on a maybe orange or whatever their color might be on the front of the jersey, but to me, with the Philadelphia Flyers, their logo just does not work in black. Like, especially when it's compared, or especially when it's printed on to that orange jersey, I just don't see it working whatsoever. I mean, I would have rather seen maybe some white outline there or something, but to me, this Philadelphia Flyers logo, it just looks terrible in an all-black look, and to me, I think they completely missed the mark because this just looks bad. And for me personally, I think the Philadelphia Flyers logo is already pretty basic. I mean, I'm wearing it right now. But to make it all black with no white outline, I think is just a disaster. Especially when you see this jersey in its full form and in its glory. To me personally, that logo is the worst thing about it by far. And there's a lot to not like on this jersey. But to me, that black Philadelphia Flyers logo, I don't even know how it got out of testing. I don't even know how it got this far. Apparently it's real, and to me, that's what's most sad about it. But of course, with the rest of the jersey, you got that orange flare that Philadelphia always loves to wear. That's pretty much patented. We know that was going to happen. Philadelphia always wears orange. You can see on the collar that it has the black outline there. I do like that part. I think it does mix well with the orange. And of course, on inside of the collar, you do see that Philly word mark, which is okay, but it definitely is not as inspiring and creative as what Pittsburgh did. Now, of course, this is a youth jersey, so it does vary in quality, but you can also see on the arms that it has the orange coming down, and then the one black stripe, and then the one orange stripe, and then the black coming off on the end, kind of like how they have at the Reeboks and the Adidas ones right now. But with that, it just, for me personally, that black just doesn't work with the orange. Maybe if they pull that off like a white jersey or something, I think it could be better. But I like that striping, I like how they did it, but having the orange there, I just don't think it really works, and it just doesn't really do too much for me. Now you can see on the bottom also there is that one big black stripe that just comes down. It kind of warrants it from looking like pajamas, having that one black stripe, and that's one thing that I'm kind of for, but at the same time, having that orange with black, I'm kind of iffy on it. For instance, going back on the Pittsburgh jersey, I think the yellow and the black clashes rather well, and even though we barely see on the yellow on the jersey, it still does look pretty decent. But on this Philadelphia jersey, I just don't see the black clashing whatsoever with the orange. I just don't see it working too well, and when I'm looking at this jersey, when I'm looking at all of it, it just doesn't do too much for me. And I see this jersey maybe being some decent for some people, but I saw the mixed reactions online. Most people don't really like it, and I'm kind of in that majority group. And for me personally, there are some okay parts about this jersey. The collar is decent. I like that part. The striping was decent on paper, but with the orange and that orange flare and having nothing to separate those stripes, no white, no whatever, and of course that absolutely horrendous logo on the front, whether it's Philadelphia Flyers or not, it just does not work in all black. For me personally, I just think it definitely misses the mark. And even if I don't like the Pittsburgh Penguins one that they revealed side by side, this Philadelphia one is definitely no better. And the same thing goes for Philadelphia here, the same thing as Pittsburgh. I would have much rather seen them wear their third jersey that they had this year in the Stadium Series this year, rather than whatever this crap is. And we saw that, I think a few Stadium Series ago when Philadelphia played, they had that black jersey that they reinvented in Adidas this year. I thought they were going to use that 100%, and when they unveiled that jersey, I thought it was straight going to be the Stadium Series jersey, but it wasn't. We got this revealing, and of course the Philadelphia Flyers jersey getting leaked 2 times now. And to me, I'm just disappointed. And with this Philadelphia Flyers jersey, again, I liked some of the design with the striping, and even though the colors don't really work too much for me, I can see what they were going for with this. But even then, even if I liked everything else about this jersey, the logo just distracts me from anything else in this jersey. It just looks terrible. It just looks ugly. And to me, while the Philadelphia Flyers logo I think is classic, I think it'll stay for a while, and I do like it. When it's in an all-black form, it just doesn't do anything for me. Now here you get the look of them side by side, and to me, just in general, I am just really disappointed by these 2 jerseys. They are pretty much confirmed at this point. Even if they haven't been officially confirmed, they do look pretty real. The NHL logos look real. It doesn't look like knockoffs. These do look like the real deals, but to me, I'm just disappointed by how these 2 jerseys turned out. And for me personally, these jerseys are kind of just an enigma for me, because for the Philadelphia Flyers, they obviously had a vision, but it fell short. But with the Pittsburgh Penguins jersey, it was just bland, but it could have been a lot more. So for me, these jerseys, both of these jerseys have a weakness and a strength, both of them probably being big weaknesses, but the weaknesses that the other jersey have cancels out the strength that the other one has, and to me, I just see these 2 jerseys side by side as 2 flops and 2 failures that could have been something special. But for me personally, I kind of have to choose the Pittsburgh Penguins as the better jersey here, but that's kind of by default, because I don't think the Philadelphia Flyers could have made a worse jersey in my eyes. And for me personally, I kind of have to just put the process of elimination to say that the Pittsburgh Penguins have the better jersey here. But honestly, I am disappointed by both. Both of these jerseys are bland, uninspiring, and both of these jerseys are ones that I'm definitely going to skip out on. And I rarely buy jerseys full price if they're for an exception, but these jerseys I won't even look at, because both of these ones have no draw, no inspiration, and of course the design on both of them falls short. So of course, at the end of every single NHL jersey review, I say if I want to buy it or not. And for most jerseys, I usually want to buy them, but I actually don't, because I don't have the money to buy jerseys. But when it comes to these 2 jerseys, I guess they would be okay to have in my collection, but at the same time, I just could put them in the dumpster, because right now, that's where they belong. But of course, with this video, I want to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments down below. So let me know, what do you think about these 2 jerseys? Do you like them? Do you not like them? And of course, what are your thoughts about the Philadelphia Flyers jersey and the Pittsburgh Penguins Stadium Series jerseys? But if you guys want some more Grav videos just like this one, you can click on this card right here to watch my thoughts on the 2019 NHL All-Star Game jerseys. But that is going for today, guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Again, comment down below your thoughts on these 2 jerseys and what you think of them. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Goodbye.